Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. In this video I'm going to show you how I make a cherry crisp. This is going to be a phase 1 breakfast on the fast metabolism diet plan. I will link my recipe down below for my apple crisp. You just have to switch out your fruit. You can use blackberries, you can use peaches, you can use raspberries, whatever fruit that will cook well on the phase 1 list. If you're not following FMD, you can certainly make this. It's sugar-free and it's made with really healthy ingredients. So here we go. In my chopper I have an apple that I've cut up, some vanilla, some cinnamon, and a little bit of sweetener. I use xylitol. And I am going to put in some rolled oats. These are uncooked. To do a little bit at a time because it all won't fit in here. I'm not going to drag out my big food processor. And chop this up. Pretty quick, doesn't take much time. Let's see if we can fit all those in there. The apple's going to act like the butter would if you were going to make a traditional crisp. It'll give the oats a little bit of moisture, but not too much moisture, so that they still get crispy. And there we go. That's the topping. Pretty easy. Alright, here is the filling. I have some cherries in a pan, a little splash of water. They were frozen, so that's why I'm going to heat them up a little bit first. Plus I want to make a little thick sauce to go in there as well. I'm going to throw in a little bit of sweetener. These cherries are a little tart, and I want this to be kind of sweet. You can skip this part if you want. And I have a little pinch of salt in here as well. And we're just going to cook this until the xylitol dissolves, and until this comes back up to a boil. Now if you're using apples or pears, you can skip this part. You can just put your apples and your seasonings in your baking dish. Or if you're using fresh peaches, if you're using frozen fruit, you're going to want to heat it up first. Or you can make it easy and just simply skip this part and just let your cherries thaw overnight in the fridge. And then stick them in the oven. This isn't necessarily a cooking step, it's more of a thawing step. Now let's back up to temperature, and xylitol has melted. I'm going to add a little bit of a slurry. This is arrowroot and water, cold water. Mix that together and add it to your hot liquid, and it'll make nice, it'll thicken things nicely. Turn the heat off. You can see that I've got this gorgeous little sauce there. This is great topping right here, this alone, for pancakes, or waffles, or oatmeal, whatever you want. We're going to use it as a filling for our crisp. Okay, now we're going to take our filling and just pour it right into our baking dish. You can use a square pan or a casserole dish, something that will hold all of the yummy filling. And then we're just going to sprinkle on this topping. The apple was pretty juicy, so this is really wet. Hopefully it'll crisp up nicely. Smells so good already. Alright, I'm going to pop this in an oven at about 350, 375, and let this bake until this topping gets nice and crispy and golden brown. If you want to watch it, if your topping gets crispy too fast or gets too brown too fast, you can simply cover with foil. Just put a piece of foil over the top of it and it'll slow down the browning process. You don't want to start out with foil because that will create steam, and this will just be cooked oatmeal, unless that's really what you want. So let it brown for a little bit. It's going to cook about 20-25 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, here it is, fresh out of the oven. The top was nice and crispy, and oh, it smells so good. Hope you give this a try. Make sure you click on subscribe so you can subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I'll link my recipe down below. I hope you all have a good day. Thanks.